Young Thug is literally singing like Aretha Franklin.
Just keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
So if you haven't seen the latest news about Young Thug is a rat. Now, a lot of people are acting surprised that Young Thug ratted. And I would say, I get where they're coming from, but honestly, I'm not surprised at all. At this point, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if any rapper rats. I wouldn't be surprised if any person rats. Because honestly, bro, that's just how the game go, bro. People are going to rat. And I understand that people say, if I got jammed up for 20 years, I would never rat. I'll just sit down and do my time.
Stop the cap.
And some people are serious about that. But a lot of people, when that situation is actually facing them, they are not going to go through with that. Especially if it's something like life, it's something like 20, 30 years, bro. You're not sitting down for that long. Cause you gotta think, even if it's 20, 30 years, if you like my age, you like 20, bro, you really basically at that point just said, forget your whole life. And probably over something you weren't really that into, you weren't really that passionate about. If you really can be passionate about doing crime, I don't know. There are career criminals. So I would say probably Pablo Escobar was passionate about crime. But yeah, if you was just doing something trying to make a quick buck, 9 times out of 10, you probably aren't going to want to throw your whole life away for it. And honestly, bro, that is kind of the predicament that Young Thug was in. I know it's funny to laugh at him now, but bro, Young Thug was facing a whole RICO, bro. And if you don't know, the maximum sentence for RICO is life. So me personally, outside looking in, seeing Young Thug, who is in a great situation in terms of financially, fame-wise, music-wise, he basically lives his life to where he can pretty much do whatever he wants. You think he's gonna give that up for like street politics and stuff he did back in the day? No. And most people, especially when they're a superstar and they have entourages and people who do their dirty work for them, most of the time they tell you that they're not taking a rap for this anyway. They're like, oh, we gotta protect the prize. He's the prize pony, so the prize pony can't go down. He's who feeds us all. And I'm not saying that to defend Young Thug's actions, because ultimately, honestly, I feel like if you're committing crimes, if you're calling for crimes to be committed, and if you were the reason that certain crimes were committed and then you switch and tell on people who did the crimes for you, I feel like that's completely wrong. It's crazy to me too, because if you look at the video, Young Thug is literally singing like Aretha Franklin.
Just keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
what's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
And I know all of y'all remember the video that came out of Gunna, you know, with the yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am stuff.
Yes, ma'am. I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement?
I don't know if it was some type of marketing tactic or something like that, but I don't really think it was. I think Young Thug was really just trying to crucify Gunna for no reason. And I don't understand it at all, especially coming from the perspective that honestly, ever since Gunna's been released and ever since Thug's been released, Gunna has done a lot better than Thug in pretty much everything. Gunna's album has done better. Gunna's music has just sounded better, in my opinion. Now, obviously, we can't objectively say Gunna is a better artist because it depends on each ear, but objectively Gunna's music has sold better since Thug has been out. So it just seems strange to me that he would distance himself from that and try not to unite them after all this, especially knowing what he's done. Because in my opinion, I just feel like, wouldn't it be better for both of their careers if they just came together, made songs, and they both went up at the same time? Imagine if when Young Thug came out, him and Gunna immediately made a song, YSL is back or something. Like, that would literally break the charts. I feel like that was what most people wanted to see. When people saw that Young Thug and Gunna was beefing, I don't think people really liked the idea of that. And especially with Thug getting kind of all the other Atlanta rappers to be very divided, I don't really think that's what the main audience wanted to see. I didn't even realize this, but for a long time, Thug has been doing this, and Rollo actually said something about Thug really divided behind everybody from the beginning, honestly. So ultimately with that, I guess it's just who Thug might be as a person. He might just be sort of a jealous person. But I don't really understand why they would be like that, because at the end of the day, they're all winning. Bro, people like Thug, people like Future, people Gunna, Baby, they're all doing really well. Can't forget 21 Savage too. But yeah, they're all doing really well. And I feel like they are stronger together than they are divided. Gunna and Baby made one of my favorite songs with Drip Too Hard. Even one of Thug's biggest songs, Lifestyle, is a collaboration of a whole bunch of Atlanta artists. So it's just so weird to me that he literally wants people to be divided. And that's what it really seems like, again, outside looking in. Because if you really know this has happened, Thug literally has no reason to go at Gunna at all. And then even weirder than that, he went at Kid Cudi, who was literally subpoenaed to go in to testify on a Diddy trial. But this was before those tapes that came out, so I thought maybe Thug just has a bad taste for people talking in court at all. So I kind of gave a pass to it. But after this, bro, like, what were you thinking? Now, with all that being said, even though I don't like the actions of Young Thug and how he's conducting himself, do I think you should stop listening to his music? No. Why? Because at the end of the day, bro, Thug don't know you, Gunna don't know you, Baby don't know you, and Future don't know you either. So at the end of the day, I feel like when it's like that, you just gotta separate the art from the artist. Bro, if you look into any of these artists' backgrounds and see the things they've done, trust me, we would be probably boycotting at least 85% of the rap game. Bro, if you think about it, most of these people are questionable people anyway. And it's weird to me that people actually praise them when they glorify criminal activity, unaliving each other, robbing each other, things like that. But they draw the line when they rat on each other. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Now, I get it. It might be an image of what they portraying that you might like. But at the same time, I feel like if you could ignore all that other stuff, you should pretty much be able to ignore this too. Even when Gunna came out and certain people was like, I'm not listening to Gunna no more, he ratted. That was so stupid to me because I'm like, bruh, you don't know Gunna. And at the same time, Gunna's music's still gonna be good. I never wanted Gunna to be a street dude. I never listened to Gunna's music to teach me the code of the streets. So it didn't even matter to me really what he did in his personal life. Just like none of these artists, whatever they do in their personal life does not matter to me. Unless they literally come out and say something like, I don't like black people listening to my music or something, I'm gonna keep listening to them no matter what they do, if I like the song. Now, if you genuinely don't like the song, that's another whole different conversation. But if you start listening to somebody's music just because of something they did that wasn't directed towards you or your morals or something, you gotta look at yourself and get some help, bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
At the end of the day, bro, Thug did what he did. They're both out now. I don't know if he got anybody locked up as a result. If he did, that's unfortunate. At the same time, everybody who commits a crime makes a choice. So I don't really feel bad for somebody for committing a crime unless they literally had no other option. And for Thug and Gunna and all the people who rat his career, I hope they do well and prosper, man. I'm still gonna be bumping Thug. I'm still gonna be bumping Lifestyle, Bad, 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 Hot, all of that, bro. I'm still bumping it. I don't care, bro. Thug's never leaving my playlist. Gunna's never leaving my playlist. If Cudi, Tekka, YB, any of them rap, they're not leaving my playlist. I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. That's all I gotta say about that, bro. If somebody rat, don't take it to heart. Just keep living your life and keep bumping the music that you like.
Bye.